Hi guys, we are going to run through a video on the assembly and initial installation on the Rolux S-Series mowers. So whether it's a S17 or an S20, this is how you're going to receive your mower. We'll go through the tools that you require and get you started up. When you first receive your S17 mower, in the box you'll receive an 18-ounce SAE 30 engine oil. You'll also need two 17mm wrenches or sockets, two 13mm wrenches or sockets, a blade, and some 4-cycle fuel. Firstly, we're going to remove the tie downs from the box. And you can lift up the lid, place it to the side. And then we are going to just take out all the additional packaging. You'll see that your logo plate is going to be in one of the holes. Put that to the side for later. And remove the packaging and your handle as well. So set that to the side. And for your handle, your upper handle, you can take it out of the box, take off the packaging, and just set it behind the mower, grip side down. Okay, once we've removed all the packaging, you can lift up the handle and place it inside. From there, simply remove the outer casing of the box and set it aside. And now we can go into the actual assembly of the mower. Firstly, in order to install the lower handles, we're going to take out the 4 bolts in each side plate. So there'll be 2 this side and 2 on the other side. Once we've removed the 4 bolts from the side plates, we're going to put in the lower handle. The best option here is to rest your upper handle against the machine, because you're going to want the throttle cable to be above the lower handle, and you're going to want the clutch cable to be below. So we're going to put the handle in and just first get the bolts located. So we'll get the first 2 located in place just softly, and then we're going to do the same on the other side. For the next step, I haven't completely tightened the bolts on the lower handle because we will want to set the height that feels comfortable for you. Firstly, we're going to remove the nuts and bolts off the lower handle, and then we're going to place the upper handle in place. So we're going to have to lift it up slightly, and first we're going to get the long brass bolt through, and we're just going to finger tighten on the outside. Next, we're just again going to put the bolts through and just finger tighten the dome nuts in place. Our next step is we just want to check the orientation of the bolts and nuts. So the bolt needs to come through the rear of the top handle, and you want to fasten it quite tightly onto the bolt just to get it locked in. From here, we'll go ahead and open up and install the logo plate. Okay, for the next step on the top handle, we are going to stand behind the machine, and we're going to start by slightly attaching the bottom end of the machine. The top does take a little bit of a push, but we're going to get that into place, and from here we can start fastening the top. Because the top has a lock nut, we don't need to have a grip on the back. You don't want to make it too tight. And then for the bottom section, there's no lock nut. So I prefer to hold on the front so as to not scratch the logo plates, and do the turning at the back. Now that we've got the handles fully assembled, we're going to run the machine off the edge of the pallet. So we're just going to take it off and let it guide down slowly. You will notice that the machine is not going to be able to be pushed, and that's because the cutting height is set all the way to the ground. This is just for safety during transport, so we have 3 points of contact on the floor. For our next step, we are going to set the height of cut. As you can see here, when we first send the machine out, there's contact. This bar is going to have contact on the rear roller, the bed knife, and on the front roller. So we're going to want to set the height higher, obviously, for the cut. If we go and cut now, it's going to scalp the lawn and it's not going to look great. So first of all, we're going to loosen the nut on the side of your height adjusters. Then we're going to bring down the bar, so essentially bringing down your front roller. And to do this, we're going to turn the bolt to the left. So turning it left or anti-clockwise is going to lower the front roller, which essentially is going to increase your height of cut. So now that we've lowered the front roller quite significantly, we can go into actually testing your cutting height and refining it. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put a flat bar on the bottom. You can use pretty much anything that's flat and rigid. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the top edge of the tape measure onto the bed knife, and I'm going to test it to the top edge of this bar. So here I can see I'm at about 3/4 of an inch, if you can see there. So what I'm going to have to do, my goal is to get this down to, or up to an inch. So I'm going to lower it slightly more, and then retest. Now I can see I'm almost at the inch. So there, I'm pretty much, if you can see, I'm at the 1 inch mark there. Now that I've done this side, I'm going to go to the other side and do exactly the same to make sure that the machine is level. Now that we've set the one side of the machine, we're going to go and do the same on the other. So I have lowered the front roller quite significantly off the bed knife. So we're going to go do the same thing again. So here I can see I'm still at about 1/4 inch. So I'm just going to go and lower that some more. And then I'm going to retest. Almost there. Another test. One more turns. There. Now I'm perfectly at 1 inch, so I should have the roller perfectly level. It is worth going back to the other side and rechecking, just to confirm that everything is correct. And then once you are finished setting your height of cut, all we're going to do is on both sides, you're going to tighten up your bolt just to lock it in place. Next, we are going to put your oil in. As I said before, you're going to get an 18-ounce bottle of oil, and the full bottle needs to be put into the machine. You'll also notice at the back of the machine there is what looks like a place where oil should be put in, but that is sealed, so don't worry that it doesn't have a plug on it. It is cast sealed. So simply pour your oil in, and again, as I said, put the full bottle in. It will take the whole lot. Once you've put the full bottle of oil in, simply replace the yellow plug. Finally, we're going to add our gas. We're using an ethanol-free Home Depot bought brand, but you can use any low octane gas. Close her up. Okay, finally we're going to fire up the motor. Firstly, make sure that your fuel is all the way to the right, which is on, and then you'll see there's a choke and run sticker here. So in order to start, we're going to put the choke on, and we're going to click over the engine into the on position, and then so that is everything on the S-Series mowers. Thank you for trusting in the Rolux brand, and we hope you enjoy your mower.